mean everything to me because I know you mean everything to Christ. And Christ means everything to me.
I called on the Lord. I said, that Father, this is real. Will you watch over me? Will you raise them up to be strong? I'm just a man with flesh. This is what you call for in your scriptures. You said they wore studs and fringes, they got it on. You said they follow the law, they doing it. You said under your house shine, they ought to love one another. And they doing it.
You're in front of the Israeli School, Universal Practical Knowledge, the Philadelphia Division, here at 3226 Cheltenham Avenue in Philadelphia. We're standing in front of the school right now, getting a description of the 12 tribe sign that's been painted by one of the brothers that was in the school: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar. Those are the 12 tribes of Israel.
Shalom. Shalom. You've been waiting for this day, so this day has finally come. A lot of you have been wondering where this knowledge that you've been hearing is coming from, and the powerful truth that you've been hearing, how this was established. Well, we finally were able to arrange for the priests to come down from New York and spend some time with us. And I'd like to introduce them if I can. These are some great brothers. We're very glad to have them with us. We want to make them feel as warm as possible because this is their work and the extension of their work and what they've laid down some time ago. I'd like to introduce, first of all, priest and Sixth Shield General, 4th in command in the nation of Israel, Lahab. I'd like to salute this brother. March up. Barak. Yeshabim, which means sit. And I'm going to turn it over now to Priest General Lahab.
Come on, brother. I'd like to say this, starting off, we're very impressed at your school here, and we're very impressed to see that the brothers and sisters in Philadelphia think enough of the Most High and the Bible and the truth and your nationality to be a part of this, because most of the brothers and sisters are running from the truth.
Welcome to ISUBK Detroit. Check us out on all social media platforms. Classes are Monday through Saturday. Monday is the history class from 7 to 9 p.m. Tuesday is scripture breakdown. Wednesday is biblical law class. Friday, Lashawan Kodash, Hebrew language. Saturday, the Sabbath service. Check out our community service program. We have food and clothing drives, helping the people in need. And we also have felony expungement services available. Join us and get involved.
ironic.
You know the truth is the truth, that's all I know. Cry loud and spare not, you gon' get exposed. A few real niggas left, you not one of those. Real soldiers, we was born to stand 10 toes. If he ain't one West, that nigga not one of mine. He got a purple 12, me, I got a black 9. The truth is the wife of my youth, chopper my concubine. Had to die to get my rib, that bitch forever mine. You know the game, a bishop gotta be blameless. But GMS teaching niggas to be rapists. They screaming we snitch. When Joel Morgan was killed by your brother, y'all ain't say shit. Real prophets only dwell in the UPK, PSA, we don't sign NDAs. Real prophets only dwell in the UPK, PSA, we don't sign NDAs.
Hey, 100 deep, 100 shields on, that's 100 priests. 100 boots, that 200 feet. Tongue like a sword when I fucking speak. Teach you how to fish instead of fucking leech. Stop selling drugs instead of trying to fuck with me. Knowledgeable, but I'm rude in my fucking speech. Life is about warfare, not no fucking peace. Hey bitch, I cry loud when I fucking speak. Make them wait a year before they fuck with me. Turn a street nigga to a fucking priest. Cause a priest and I promise you forever sleep.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
UPK soldiers got them killers with me. And I don't fuck with every spot cause it's too iffy. Real motherfucking prophet cause the Lord with me. But don't get that shit twisted, I got Drake's with me. Yeah, bitch, and that whole 50. Run up on me wrong, you gon' catch 60. Wait, you gon' catch 20. The other 30 for your homies, bitch, I got plenty. And I'll shoot this motherfucker till that clip empty. Taking orders from your bitch, you a fucking simpy. Shit, should be televised. The way I'm cutting niggas up, bitch, I'm a samurai. Niggas swear they in the truth, but telling hella lies. Stumping like you Greek, bitch, you Hellenized. The revolution gon' be televised. And what I see in my vision gon' leave you petrified.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas? UPK soldiers lead cowards and all. So fuck a gas stop. I came with 6 pumps in my car. My niggas ready to swing. We like kids at the park. So touch a chair around this bitch and we breaking your jaw. They think we Christian, but we not. Nothing about us is soft. I don't know what you niggas on, but that shit get you off. We booted up. We came to take zones for real. Black 40 under my garment, I be dressed to kill. Fourth dimension sitting linger, I be fresh for real. Putting scripts on your corners, but these here ain't pills. We rock covers. You official if you know those drills. Bread and water, you official if you know those meals. Yeah, you niggas soldiers get rolled over. You got police in your pocket, I got a judge in my holster. Oppressors out to get it, so remain sober. Or be chained to them chains till there's nothing that remains of us. A cult leader like Christ, we got the same culture. I bang on them, tell my enemies the rain's over. I up the sig and keep pulling like a chain smoker. The game ain't changed, One West stayed the same on them. One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
Niggas talking prophets, yeah, we got plenty. We the reason why it's Israelites around the city. Call Kazak, tells a rock, bring Shamar out. We about to slide on them, see what niggas talking about. Young dog think he wise cause he a Kim head. That shit lame, they didn't survive, nigga, Kim is dead. Where I'm from, little nigga, is a dirty game. I pledge allegiance to Yahweh, bitch, I'm UPK. Huh, nigga, let's talk bodies. Set up on your corner, wake up everybody. Big priest, until I'm dead deceased. The mission is complete until y'all off the street. Saw y'all on the internet, stumping down the street. But take the poor and the weak. Touch your sister or brother, you gonna be sleep? But take the poor and the weak.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
Fucking with the brothers, then I'm giving out major pain. Clip full of ball heads, I'm shooting out Damon Wayne's. Driven ambition, I ain't never changing lanes. Wise as an old man, but I ain't slanging cane. This ain't a game, this shit way deeper than rap. You speaking the cap, but the shit y'all speaking is cap. I'm 5,000, but I still keep it a stack. I'm in the truth, not cause back then I was seeking the facts. Cry aloud for the niggas just deep in the back. And the Lord with me, ain't no reason for keeping the strap. We peep the attacks, niggas say we ain't speaking the facts. Stealing breakdowns every time we teaching in class. Niggas snitching, y'all out here squeaking with rats. We be on the street corners teaching that Jesus is black.
We on 125th Street, Harlem, nigga. You see where we at?
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga.
Testing.
All right. Back in the building. Lucky for that little technical difficulties we had. Oh man, it looks like we got Commander General Johanna in the chat. You know what that means? I can walk in. Yeah. That. Right? Let's get it. All right. Okay, if y'all get yourself a second to like and share the classes. Just. Take a second to like and share the class, if y'all could, because it's so important that we put this truth out there. It's so important that we get this truth pushed out there, man. Because again, our brothers and sisters, we need this truth, man. We need this truth. This truth is so important because it's the only thing that we have that comforts us. Okay, it comforts us. The truth comforts Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, man. This is a place where we can come like a safe haven for us, man, inside of this kingdom, right? So it's very important that we get this truth out there. All right. So just make sure y'all like and share the class. Just do your part. Y'all, that little like and share goes a long way, man. Y'all don't know who y'all might touch, wake up, or whatever with a brother or sister or whoever. All right. So once again, I'm Officer Bawaja. And to my right is
Taj Rock.
ISUPK Detroit under Commander General Yohana. This is the Detroit Law Class. And today we're going to touch on marrying other nations, man. Marrying women of other nations and marrying men of other nations. Because it seemed like from the time when I was younger to now, it looked like that's getting pushed more and more. You see what it's getting pushed harder, ain't it? Yeah.
Race commercials more than you have the same race commercials now.
That is such a thing that's getting pushed in the earth. You turn on the TV, you seeing every nation mingling with us. I mean, of course, if the other nations want to do it, that's fine. They'll go ahead and do what y'all want to do. But us, you know what I mean? The Lord told us not to do that. And just a quick sidebar with that. That's why I don't understand that whole we can all come together thing. How can we all come together when it's something that the Lord don't want done? That don't make no sense. that doesn't make any sense to me. But we're gonna hit a few scriptures, kind of break it down a little bit, man, because it is literally for us. It is a sin for us to go lay with women and things of that nature on of other nations. We always supposed to get one from our nation. All right. So with that being said, the first one we got was Deuteronomy. What was that again?
This will be Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3.
That's like, give me 1 second. Let me get there with you. All right. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy.
Can they hear? Can you make sure you can hear yourself when you read? Double check that. So again, that's just the thing, man. And it's something that is pushed on us. It's not like something we think of ourselves. So you can hear yourself when you read. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Come. This is Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 3. And it reads, neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
With who?
With them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take until thy son. Verse 4. For they will turn away thy son from following me.
They're going to do what?
Turn away thy son from following me.
Now here it is that the Lord is saying. The Lord is saying, don't give your son or your daughter unto them. Who is the them? The them is another nation of people. But the reason is because what? Saying it's going to turn your heart far from them. That's the thing that we do. Because think about, even as use this kingdom as an example. We follow the things of this kingdom, and what do we do? They have a sitting in Christianity. They have a sitting in Islam. They have you walking around talking about your spiritual. They have you like, it's like you just walking around in a goddamn daze all day. That's what it has you. That's the thing that it'll have you do. Because a lot of brothers and some brothers, they be weak for that box, man. they be weak for that box, man. And they will do anything for that box, man.
Sir, if I could.
Go ahead.
It's kind of heavy because if you look at some of these high profile folks that went over to other nations and got wives. These are the same brothers that won't speak on injustice that's done to our people. Because they feel they're going to hurt their mates' feelings. You know what I'm saying? But they forget about the injustice that been done to our people. Just to keep their mate comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So
they ignore what's going on with us altogether.
Yeah, right.
And that's how it weakens a nation. It weakens a nation. That's why, again, it makes no sense. And I don't understand that concept. Why would you even want a woman of another nation or a brother or a man from another nation? Like, what? Man, let me tell you something. Other nation women don't got nothing on our system.
Damn right.
And we got like the choice. You can get a Mexican sister, like, you know what I mean? It's 12 tribes. We're just gonna go get a woman from another nation, folks. Man, or a brother from another nation. Come on, I mean not a brother, but y'all know what I mean. Yeah, what you gonna do that for, man? You got, man. Yeah, right, man. Where we at, Salaki?
Khan.
We on 4. Start back from the top of 4 again.
Khan, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4. For they will turn away thy son from following you, that they may serve other gods.
And that's what we do, man. And that point that Atazarak just brought out was a heavy point, man. We'll be silent to the suffering of our people, man. And we'll start taking on the form of them. You'll start compromising. You'll start compromising for your wife or for your husband. Why? Why would you start compromising? Because you want peace in the house. You don't want to keep y'all battling off. Get that goddamn pork out of here. Nigga, I want to make me a ham sandwich. What you talking about? You don't eat ham. I do. Nah, man. It ain't. It's not worth it, man.
You know, that's crazy too, sir, because if you look at it as these be the same brothers that be arguing us about how long we've been oppressed. These be the same brothers that be saying, hey, we're not in slavery no more. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my wife wasn't the one that had slaves. You know what I'm saying? Anything to justify the injustice that was done to the Lord's people. You know? And he's one of he is one of their people, but this is what the scripture is saying, that it pulls you away from your God.
Pulls you away from your God. Yeah. So because you're not, and then you're not looking, you start being hardened towards your people. You know, you're not being compassionate towards them. So it turns you totally turns you away from your God and your people. And then sooner or later you get that reality check. What they call it, your nigga wake up card. You get, you understand that? And then you got to go through all of that. You know what I mean? When all you got to do is listen to the Lord in the beginning. I don't know why. I don't know, for some reason in this kingdom, our people, we think we smarter than the Lord. we think we smarter than him. We think scientists is smarter than God. No, it's not possible, man. You can't be smarter than the Lord. Yeah, right. Oh, Salakia too. Of course, as usual, put your questions and comments in the comment section. You got Facebook, YouTube. Yeah. Sure. So that was it on that. That was 7 and that was 4. Oh, okay. No, we ain't finished. So
will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly.
So will the anger of the Lord be against you. Man. And that's another thing that we go through, because what? We don't, over here, you're not taught to fear the anger of the Lord. You over here, you taught it ain't nothing but a little white lie. That's what you get taught over here, just a little small little. No, man, you don't want to kindle the anger of the Lord. The Lord hates when we date women or date men of other nations. The Lord, God is not with that, man. Why is he not with that? Because he does not want you to do that. And that's why when you be over there at your parties and all that thinking it's cool, you get your wake-up call. Then she take you to court, put you on child support, and take all of your money your house, your car, you get a wake-up call, man, because the Lord is against that foolishness, man.
That's right.
The Lord don't want you doing this, man. And these are the things that we do that makes the Lord angry with us, man. We don't understand it. Then you wonder why you're going through what you're going through. You're going through it because the Lord don't want you to do this thing. But you don't even stop. It's like you said, what?
Love. The Lord does not love everybody.
The Lord don't love everybody,
Don't
man.
let these Christians, all of these old crazy religions they have out here, distract you on thinking that the Lord loves everybody.
Kind.
You know what I'm saying? And
kind.
when you get that in your mind, that's when you start fleeing to other nations, thinking it's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay.
Definitely it's not okay. Definitely it's not okay. Because the Lord said don't do it. All right. Let's get Ezra the 10th chapter. Ezra the 10th chapter. Yeah, because the Lord said don't do these things, man. This is not something that we creating inside our head. You have to understand. We talking about nation building. When you go sleep or mess around with people of other nations, that weakens your nation. It weakens. It doesn't strengthen your nation. Because like we said earlier, like Atajarak brought out, you're going to compromise for your wife or compromise for your husband. You might just think it's a small thing. But even a snowball turned to an avalanche sooner or later with it. You get what I'm saying? So you can't compromise your integrity at no point. You understand? You can't do it. And when you mess with the people of other nations, you're going to have to do it. All right. Where we at?
I got Ezra 10. Start at 1, sir.
Okay, before we do, let me just say this right quick. It's a lot more easier if you marry like a brother or sister. Let's just say they not in the truth. Like that's a little bit more easier on you versus somebody from a total another nation. Oh my goodness gracious alive, man.
Like you just want to pick up a dog off the street.
Man, you just went and picked up a dog off the street and kissed it in the mouth.
Damn straight.
You are, oh Lord, you are. Because a brother or sister, like, they gonna work with you. They gonna say, okay, all right. No more pork in the house. All right, no more pork in the house. It's over with. You know what I mean? But the oppressor, you ain't taking his ham sandwich away from him. You got him bit. He's gonna eat his ham sandwich because that's what he does. He don't want no goddamn turkey sandwich. He want a ham sandwich. That's what he want. All right. You mess with an Asian, they gonna want their cat and their dog. It's like you go ahead.
Are we starting at 1, sir?
Yeah, just start at 1.
This is Ezra, chapter 10, verse 1. Now, Salakia, now when Ezra had prayed, and when he had confessed, weeping and casting himself down before the house of God, there assembled unto him out of Israel a large, Salakia, a very great congregation of men and women and children.
Yeah.
For the people wept.
For the people wept.
Very sore.
Now, why are these people weeping? They weeping because they doing what? They sinning against the Lord. They like, oh, we messing up over here, man. We doing something very, very wrong here. They are sinning against the Lord. Okay? So they weeping because they know these things that they doing is what? Wrong. They know it's not the right thing to be doing. And the Lord is doing what? They know visitation time. You know what I mean? That's one thing about fearing the Lord. When you read these scriptures, man, we understood that the Lord was something not to be played with. Today, they don't teach that today. They teach you about the joy deep, deep down inside your heart, and they teach you how much God hate the sin but love the sinner. God, I hate hearing that, man. I hate hearing that, man. That is so destructive to our people. Imagine telling that to a person with no identity, no customs of his own. He knows nothing about himself. All he knows is to follow the sins of the oppressor. And you telling them God loves him anyway. He ain't gonna do nothing but sin.
If you tell a person that and you expect them to go by the law, statutes, and commandments, but in the same breath, you telling them God hate the sin but love the sinner.
Yeah.
That's some garbage. I mean, that don't even make logical sense.
That don't make sense.
That's like saying, that's like looking at a person, the Lord telling you, don't do this or you die.
Right.
If he loved the sinner, but yet the justification of your transgression on the law is death.
Death.
So what part of that is love? That he loved you doing wrong.
And that's crazy too. He punishing and unaliving people all through here for they said it. Then you pick this book. Christian is dumb. Yeah. Christianity is dumb as hell. They are completely stupid. Okay, where we at? Verse 2.
Verse 2. And Shekinah, the son of Jehiel, one of the sons of Elam, answered and said unto Ezra, we have trespassed against our God.
They trespassed against the Lord, man. This is what they saying. We sinned against our God. We messed up. We did that. But and we're gonna keep reading. We're gonna see if he said God know our heart. Right. Let's see if that what he let's see if that what he said. Did he say, is he about to say, well, God know our heart? Let's see if that's what's getting said. Go ahead.
And have taken strange wives.
And then what did they do?
Taken strange wives.
How did they sin against the Lord?
Taken strange wives.
It is a sin to take strange wives, meaning wives of another nation. Wives of another nation. When somebody tells you it don't matter who you are and all that foolishness, they are lying to you, man.
That's right.
Black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, and woman, you matter to the Lord, man.
That's right.
You matter to him. You matter so much that he's telling you these other nations are disgusting. Stay away from them. Don't touch them. Don't think about touching them. Stay to your own self. Let them be disgusting as they want to be. But y'all are a special people to the Lord. Don't fool with them. All right.
You know what's heavy about that too? Because the Christians got our people out here so confused, and they don't even see how special they are to the Lord. The Lord gave us laws, statutes, and commandments to abide by. Nobody else. So he's teaching us how to live righteous. He's not teaching us to none of these other nations.
Damn
you know
right.
what I'm saying? That's why he don't want us to deal with these nations, you know.
Damn right. That's exactly why he don't want us to deal with none of these other nations, man.
When I came in here, I felt real special when I found out all this was for us.
Damn right.
You know, if these Christian pastors stop lying to our people,
man,
they're so better off. leaving out of them churches and coming on over here and learning how special you are to the Lord.
Man, that's why the Lord emptying out those churches, man.
Yeah, all right.
The Lord is sick of that foolishness. He is way sick of that. Pick it up from we have.
Okay, Khan. We have trespassed against our God.
Mm-hmm.
We have taken strange wives of the people of the land.
So they saying we have taken wives from the people of the land, not of the people of themselves, not from the people from our nation. They went to the Canaanites, the Hittites, and all these other ites that was around them, and they chose the women from their nation, and that is a sin against the Lord, man. I don't know. For some reason, people think we make this stuff up our dang on self.
Right.
Like we just sit down, like we just writing this or something.
But they don't read the Bible.
They don't read the Bible, man. They don't understand the Bible. They do not understand or know the Bible. You have to come to the priests and prophets in the UPK to get an understanding of the Bible.
That's right.
You can't get an understanding of the Bible nowhere else, and you damn sure ain't gonna get it trying to teach yourself. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard.
Yeah.
When people, it drives me so. Like, just a quick sidebar. It drives me crazy when I hear people say, "I'm teaching myself." How you gonna teach yourself when you don't know nothing? You know absolutely nothing, and you gonna teach yourself. What you about to teach yourself? The nothing that you know. It is ridiculous. Okay, it's like it. Go ahead.
Khan. Yet now there is hope in Israel concerning this thing.
So this hope in Israel concerning this thing. Verse 3. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Now therefore, let us make a covenant with our God to put away all the wives.
To keep them?
To put away all the wives.
Because God know their heart. He gonna keep them, right? That what he said?
He didn't say that. He said to put away all the wives and such as are born of them,
Mm-hmm.
according to the counsel of my Lord,
Mm-hmm.
and of those that tremble.
That do what?
Tremble.
What do they do?
Tremble.
They tremble at what? What they tremble at?
At the commandment of our God.
They tremble at the commandments of the God. They ain't saying nothing about God. God understand. Now, I ain't hear none of that. I heard it. He said he trembles. That's me. I tremble at what the Lord is. I tremble to make sure I don't sin.
Right.
I walk on eggshells to make sure I don't sin. And I don't give a damn about doing it. I gladly do it because I understand who the Lord is, man. I understand the Lord will put you to death over anything. You never know, man. You never know. You come in here, you're going to learn about the Lord for real. You're going to learn to fear the Lord. That's why I say the fear of the Lord is the beginning of the wisdom.
That's right.
Because once you start to fear the Lord, you start like, oh, hold on. What is it that the Lord want me to do? Because I don't want to get put to death by the Lord.
That's right.
I don't want to know the difference between good and evil. I don't want to know the evil. I don't want that. I don't want to know nothing about none of that. Okay? That's what happens when you fear the Lord, man. You start acting accordingly. Start fearing, like, you know how we do. When the father walk in the room, you straighten your ass up. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, you straighten on up. That's what you start to do. Go ahead, finish that on up.
And let it be done according to the law.
And let it be done according to what?
To the law.
To the law. All right. Skip down to 10.
Verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
And Ezra, the priest, stood up and said unto them,
what did he say?
Ye have transgressed and have taken strange wives.
Oh, God.
And to increase the trespass of Israel.
Now, that's something right there, because we kind of touched on this a little bit earlier. You taking strength, and it increases the what? The sin. That's why it's a law. So we read the law, and now we actually reading why the law is telling you not to do that. Because it did what did it do? Increase? Go ahead, read that again.
Ye have transgressed and have taken strange wives to increase the trespass of Israel.
It increased the trespass of Israel. It increased their trespass, man. It increased their sin, man. Because what they doing? They compromising with these women.
Yep.
They compromising with their wives. And again, it's plural. So they got multiple wives. So they got 3 or 4 wives. Nagging like they like, oh, bitch, shut up.
Yeah.
He's driving them up a wall. He's driving them up a damn wall, man. We laughing, but this is a serious thing, man. This is a serious matter, man. All right. Don't think you smarter than the Lord. The Lord made this thing a sin for a reason. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
Now, therefore, make confession unto the Lord, God of our father, your father, and do his pleasure, and separate yourselves.
And do what?
Separate yourselves.
And separate yourselves, man. Dang, he ain't saying God understand. He's saying, man, get the hell away from them, man. Why is he saying these things, man? Because you don't want that judgment of the Lord, man. You might think just taking on a wife of another nation is a small thing, but it's not a small thing in the eyesight of the Lord. It's not a small thing in the eyesight of the Lord. You might think eating a tuna fish sandwich is okay, not to the Lord. Getting yourself a heart-shaped candy on Thanksgiving or something, it's just a heart-shaped candy, not to the Lord, man. It's not those things to the Lord, man.
I'm just thinking, sir, if I could.
Go ahead.
Sitting here thinking about it, like, brother that don't know the truth. Previously with a Edomite wife or whatever. And then you come in and find the truth. That's going to be a struggle in itself. That's going to be a struggle in itself, a battle in itself, and that wife of yours can keep you from knowing the truth or being around your brothers doing certain things, because she's not going to be happy when she hear you say the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. She's not going to like none of that. So even with her family, listen to that. So it's always going to cause you problems in that religion, and then in that marriage, and you're going to have to make a decision at some point, because you can't just put her away. You can't put her away. So now you're going to have to make a decision, because now you're sitting here. What you going to do? Pull away from here to keep her happy? So that's a struggle right there for a person that coming to this truth and already got that. That's why these scriptures are so important.
So important, man. And I'm happy you touched on that, because you made me think of this, man. When I was first like learning about the truth and things of that nature, I had a partner who was married to an Edomite, right? Well, he was with her, married to her, whatever. Anywho, I had bought the Willie Lynch book. I gave it to the brother, right? So he could read it. She took the book from him and read it first and was like, hell no, I don't want him reading it.
What kind of BS is that?
I said, oh my goodness.
Question though. Did he read the book?
Did the brother read the book? It was quite a while ago. I can't really remember whether the brother, I think he did read the book after that. After Sherry wanted to read it, he definitely read it after that.
But that's the same thing the scripture is talking about. That's pulling you away from your Lord. Because when they hear these things that don't sit right, resonate with them, you know what I'm saying? And they are not going to want their black husband. Read these things.
They don't. They want him far away from. We got any questions on Facebook? Yeah, they don't. They don't want you to be because they don't care about following the Lord. They don't give a dang on about that. Yeah, they don't care about following the Lord. They don't care about keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. They don't care about none of that. They don't think about none of that. They look at us like we crazy.
Oh God.
You see what I'm saying? They look at us like we crazy. And they ain't studying about keeping any of that stuff. All right. So we read that in Ezra. So now I kind of went backwards a little bit. I kind of did it on purpose just so y'all can see something. But let's get Ezra 9, and we're gonna pick it up at the first chapter.
Ezra 9.
Yeah, verse what? So, because now we're going to show you all the people that was around them, so y'all can get a better understanding of what's going on. Okay.
This is Ezra chapter 9, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when these things were done, the princesses came to me, saying, the people of Israel and the priests and the Levites have not separated themselves from the people of the lands.
The Lord wants you to separate from the people. For all of you people, let me tell y'all something. For all of you people who keep talking about come together and let's kumbaya and all that stuff, come together and everybody and it don't matter. The Lord said, what did the Lord say?
Have not separated themselves from the people of the land.
The Lord does not want that, man. This is all through the Bible, man.
Separation.
This is all through the entire Bible. That's why I don't understand why how do you read the Bible and you skip over all this and you just go find that word like all. See all right here and say all right here. What the hell are you talking about? All clearly ain't talking about them because the Lord said separate from them. So how can it mean that? You are silly and ridiculous as the day is long. Go ahead.
Separate from the people of the lands, doing accordingly to their abominations.
They doing what?
Accordingly to their abominations.
And people, and again, you don't see that this is the problem. The problem is that you start taking on and doing the things that they doing. It start off small. It might start off with half of a tuna fish sandwich.
Yep.
It might just start that small, half of a tuna fish sandwich. The next thing you know, you in there with baby back ribs. Yeah. You in that joint with baby back ribs with your own special sauce that you done marinated them overnight. That's what happens, man. Go ahead.
It's funny too because these would be these other people, the people that's telling us all you gotta do is pray over it.
Oh,
and it's good now. Once you pray over it, God ain't listening to that crap, man.
God
he ain't listening to you pray over no swine, no pig, lobsters, crab. He not listening to that.
God do not want to hear your prayers with your pork breath.
Damn right.
He does not. Your breath ain't got nothing but pork on it. He don't want to hear your prayers. That's why it says the Lord does not hear the prayers of sinners. That's in the Bible. I don't understand what, but it got to be like, I don't read the NIV, so it just got to be something different in there than what we read in here.
Well,
It's just totally different than something. I don't know.
Watching Captain Tazariak, he really broke that NIV down. That's just, even Cap talked about it in class a couple months ago. Where the NIV is just somebody's their own interpretation. Now, if I didn't want you to know the real truth about this Bible, and I'm interpreting this Bible, I'm gonna interpret it for it could benefit what I'm trying to do.
My agenda.
Yeah. So that's what that's toilet paper. That's all it is, some toilet paper.
That the New King James, all that stuff is ridiculous. It just push agendas. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. You're absolutely right about that. So you doing according to their abominations. You taking on their spirit. You taking on their spirit. You not staying in the spirit of the Lord, because they're not about to stop doing what they doing, because what difference do it make to them serving the Lord? They ain't concerned with serving. They got their own gods that they worship and serve.
Pale-faced Jesus that they worship eat the same thing.
He eat the same thing.
He do the same thing. He like the same sex.
Man.
He eat the same thing. So everything that they love, that's what they got love also. That crazy Jesus that they so-called Jesus that they worship, you know. That
Edomite Christ that they love. Go ahead.
Doing according to their abominations, even of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Ammonites, and the Moabites, the Egyptians, and the Amorites.
Now, all these nations of people is around them, man. This why I said this why we read earlier what? They taking on wives of the people that's around them. So these are the people that's around them. So what we read in 10, this is the people that was around them. Read the people one more time.
Even of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Ammonites, the Moabites, the Egyptians, and the Amorites.
And that's why I said just all the ites earlier. Okay, it was a lot. I knew it was a lot of ites in there. I'm just like the ites that surround them. But these is the nations that surrounded them. And I'm thinking about all these nations. God, I don't even know how they even thought to choose one of them over a sister. Don't know damn Moabite look better than the sister. You got to be out your mind. None of this. I don't even want to name them all, but none of these.
You look at how these brothers get this. That new young brother that's on the football team just got the NFL just got that nice deal. First picture he take is with a devil. You know what I'm saying? The first thing that they do when they get their money is they go to another nation. You know, and it's sad because we got the beautifulest women. Beautiful sisters are in Israel. You know,
it's almost like a I came up kit. You know what I mean? They get the money, they get the right one, and now they just feel like they made it.
It's sad because you just bought yourself. It's like you just picked up a dog.
And guess what else? As soon as they have a baby or a couple of kids, they're gonna divorce them, and they're gonna be making $10 million a year and driving a Toyota.
Yeah.
She gonna take all of that. That's her plan.
Your kids, your house, everything.
That's her plan, and that is a part of the starter kit.
Starter kit. That's a good one.
Starter kit. That's what it's like, man, because they all do it.
Yeah.
They all do it. The first thing they want to go do is marry some woman of another nation. Like what's Jeezy? He married that Chinese lady.
Oh yeah, you see what they had though.
Yeah.
It's over with already.
But everybody knew she was a hoe.
Yeah.
It's not like it was a secret or something.
Right. God will God.
You know what I mean? It wasn't a secret. It wasn't like people ain't know. Everybody knew. She got on a talk show and talked about her promiscuousness.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think was gonna happen? Come on with this, man. We gotta stop being. We have to stop being so simple, man, and stop believing everything that the oppressor tell us, man. We gotta stop listening to the people that want to destroy us. All right. This Bible, man. This Bible is the most powerfulest book on the planet.
That's right.
The small hat dude, the so-called Jew, they picked this Bible up, man, and they ruled the world with it. And they don't, they shouldn't. But we need to learn from that and take the Bible and start using it the way the Lord intended for us to use it, man. Because the Lord wants you, Black, Hispanic, and Native American, man. He wants you on high. He wants you above all nations. They only able to do it because we don't listen. We the only nation of people that running around worried about everybody else. No other nation think like that. Every other nation take care of themselves. We the only people poor coming out the gutter, coming out of slavery, and worry about everybody else. Worry about loving every goddamn body. The only time another nation talk about loving everybody is when they talking to us because they know that's our mentality and that's our downfall. If they ain't talking to us, they ain't talking about loving everybody else. Because how the hell we gonna pull ourselves together if we worried about loving everybody else? That don't even make no sense. We can't even work out what we got going on.
It's crazy too, because if them people ever loved us, they wouldn't have took so much from us and still continue to try to blindfold our people from the truth. A lot of these old generation oppressors know this truth. That's why it was ripped up out of here. That's why it's hidden. That's why you got the new NIV, where they can change everything in their own words.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So you can't tell no real true soldiers from the UPK that they love us and convince us of this. No. You know what I'm saying? The oppressor do not love us. He hate us. And every time one of our people go over to another nation, they begin to hate us. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what happens, man. That's exactly what happened. They give their love to another nation.
Go
ahead.
We still in the same one.
We had 2.
Verse 2. For they have taken of their daughters for themselves.
They did what?
They have taken their daughters for themselves.
And that's what they did. These the same people we was just reading about at 10. They looking at the daughters of these other nations, man. And they taking them for themselves. And this is a terrible sin against the Lord, man. And what it said when we read up a little bit, it said they have done accordingly to their abominations. That's the biggest issue with doing these type of things. You start taking on the identity of the other nations, the same way we taking on the identity of the oppressor here in this kingdom. Like we wasn't drug addicts. The oppressor loved drugs.
Right.
When we was growing up, Rock, do we have some kind of pill epidemic in our neighborhood? No. These niggas straight out on Percocets nowadays, yeah?
And that's from the oppressor.
That came from the oppressor. They had the pill habit when we was coming up, man.
They used to take what's that go watch TV, and the women on TV always say this. I need a I can't think of the name of it. It was a regular script pill, and a Vicodin or
Xanax. I know, yeah. I know that's what I know that you took all the time. Some Xanax or a Klonopin or some shit like that. You know what I mean? That always been them, man. That always been them. We weren't strung out on pills and all that stuff, man. That started happening when we started wanting to, because we followed the oppressor. That's why that lifestyle started happening to us, man.
And the way they put things out now, you know, you got to figure that's the same as what how we used to look at music and how they used to have advisories on most of our music. And now it's just, yeah, we want y'all to rap about these pills. We want y'all to rap about these different drugs because they want our people to be corrupted longer. They want us to follow that trend. You know, it's nothing else besides the oppressor wanting to push this message to us. You know,
that's exactly what it is, man. That's exactly what it is, and I wonder how much longer we gonna keep falling for the same foolishness. We keep falling for the same trap over and over and over again, man. We keep getting tricked with the same trick over and over again, man. And it keep happening because that's the only way you can join yourself to the oppressor. You have to allow him to abuse you. Because if you ain't allowing him to abuse you, he ain't gonna accept you. He's not gonna accept you if you don't let him abuse you. If you don't let him do whatever it is he want to do to you, he's not going to accept you, man. But a lot of y'all don't understand. We don't even need the oppressor.
Damn straight.
We don't need him. We never did. He need us. When we was together and we was doing our own thing, and we was segregated away, we flourished while they suffered.
That's why they put MLK in this position. To get us to come and integrate with them. We didn't need to integrate with them at the time. We had our own colleges being built. We had our own banks. We had our own clothing stores. We were spending our money amongst ourselves. And then soon as you get to integrate, when we should have stayed separate, that's when we lost everything. We lost the banks. We lost the schools. You know, we lost everything. You know, so now we back behind them, chasing them.
Hey, just a quick sidebar. I'm trying to say these couple things, and I'm gonna come up off of it. Integration was just a word that they used, but really, it was a transfer of wealth.
Yeah,
because we sold everything to them.
Yep,
that's all it was—a transfer of wealth and power. We gave it all back to them, and we basically went back to the plantation.
Yep.
The mindset of a person to sell his business so he can go work for
don't make sense. That don't make sense.
This is, oh my goodness, bro.
I think it too was that they was a lot of the black folks were scared to see what happened in Black Wall Street. They didn't shut that down. The first bombing on American soil from Americans.
Yeah, but you know what? I used to think like that, but then I really looked at it.
Mm-hmm.
It takes strong people to march through something and get hit in the head with rocks and then just keep marching. You know what I mean?
But you being strong for the wrong reason.
I'm telling you, I'm losing my discipline. Yeah. Ain't nobody about to hit me. I'm sorry.
But think about this, sir. You tell me we're marching, getting beat, spit on, and everything. To be with the people that's beating and spitting on us. Do that make any sense?
That don't make no sense. Yeah, that's insane,
the same man that spit on me, spit on my wife, and punched me and water hosed me. This is what I'm fighting to be around.
That's why I say it was just a transfer of wealth, really. That's all it was. It wasn't about being free and having the better this, because we had all of that. We was already better. We ain't need to be with them to be better than them. We was already better than them. We stepped down. Us trying to be equal to them is a step down. It ain't a step up. It's like, yeah, I don't want to get too far off topic. Where we at? Just pick it up from 2 again from the top. They have taken.
This is Ezra chapter 9, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it reads, for they have taken of their daughters for themselves and for their sons, so that the holy seed.
So that the what?
That the holy seed.
Man, the Lord said your seed is holy, black man, Hispanic man, and Native American man. Your seed is separate from the rest of them other seeds. You are something different. You are something different to the Lord, man. You're not equal. Like we were just talking about that we marching for equal right. You're not equal to anybody. The Lord said you're better than everybody. That's what the Lord said, man. Don't run around here going to get you some woman from some other nation and thinking you made it. You supposed to be bringing that money back to the hood, building this mug up. The hell you over there building Africa? What the hell is Africa building up Africa gonna do? You grew up in the ghetto, ducking and dodging bullets. You can't wait to run and get away from that. Instead of coming back and you can fix the problem. The problem is we starving. That's the problem. The problem is we are starving. They riding in Cadillacs and stuff because they see you do it. Make your own car, put a building down here and start producing that. They gonna ride it. They gonna be right in it. But see, no, because we follow the oppressor. Because we just do what the oppressor wants us to do, man. But the Lord said, man, you are the baddest people on the goddamn planet. That's what the Lord said. Go ahead.
So that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands.
So that the holy seed have mingled itself with the people of those lands. And that's something that the Lord does not want, cannot stand, and he despises that thing, man. He despises that thing. Yeah, check right quick, make sure we don't got no questions on Facebook. We'll keep it pushing, keep it moving. Those are something that the Lord despises, man. He hates. Said no questions? Okay. The Lord despises those things, man. He hates those things. He don't want to see us with nobody or no other nation. That's why the Lord did what? That's why when you read Deuteronomy, it say we are holy people. We are separate people, man. He separated us from those other nations. If the Lord wanted us to be with the other nations, he would have just put us there.
That's right.
Like, what are we even talking about here? Like, do you understand what you're saying? Like, the Lord, he just would have done that. It's a reason why he made us different from everybody else, man. It's a reason why we the best at every goddamn thing on the planet. On the planet. We better than everybody on the planet at everything. It ain't nothing you could think of that somebody on the planet is better than us at. Lord don't want you giving his gifts that he gave you to somebody of another nation. No, that ain't what the Lord wants, man. That's not what the Lord is doing. So, like, go ahead. Where we at? We on 2 still?
This should be 3.
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Yeah. The hand of the princes and rulers have been chief in this trespass.
They're chief in this trespass, man. It is, again, and this is all over the Bible, man. It is a sin. It is a sin to lay with women of other nations, man, or with men of other nations. That stuff, stop believing the stuff you see on TV. It's not real. TV ain't real. The internet is not real, man. That stuff is fake, man, and it causes our people to err.
It's a distraction
from
what is
real. It's a distraction. It's a distraction. Because think about it. Some bitter woman get on there and she say, if a man want to be with me, he got to pay all the bills in the house. What kind of foolishness is that? When did it become an issue for a man and a woman to work together?
Exactly. Now you pay, and what you bringing to the table? I'm the eye candy. I don't need no
goddamn eye candy. What the hell are you talking about? What does that even mean? Like, what are you talking about? Nowadays, because of the oppressor, we don't even work together. We don't even know how to work with each other within relationships no more, man. Sisters, they don't even think about being wives or what it takes to be a wife. They know nothing about that because they too busy being goddamn baby mamas. That's all they know how to be is a baby mama. They don't know how to be a wife. And that comes from listening to the oppressor. That comes from having a Sexy Red show you how to be a woman. Yeah. That's your goddamn role model. That's the role models we look up to nowadays. We have to be smarter than that, man. We got a whole Bible that teach us how to be men and women. It teach us how to be men and women. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I thought I was smart in the world. Couldn't tell me I wasn't the smartest nigga you ever knew in your life until I came in here and shut my mouth and actually listened.
Damn straight.
Until I came in here and shut my mouth and actually listen, then I was able to realize I didn't know nothing. I was able to realize just how much I did not know. And I didn't realize how much I didn't know. I didn't realize how much I was listening to the oppressor, who is a complete idiot. He's an idiot, man.
You literally got to wash your brain.
Literally.
Coming to you became started because you got me starting from the baby. It's starting from the baby. And you got to learn all over again to get all of that oppressor BS out of your mind. Con.
You have to, man. Because if you don't, it's not gonna be good for you, man.
Fight for nothing.
It's a fight for nothing, and guess what else? Everything in the Bible the Lord still gonna keep us away from everybody. Like it's still gonna happen. Like what are we even doing? Like it doesn't even matter. Go ahead, read that. Finish that up. That last little bit. What was it? The end? Did you finish it? Yeah, we was on 3.
Okay. 5. This is the beginning of 3. I finished. This is verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
And when I heard this thing, I rent my garment and my mantle and plucked off the hair of my head.
Man.
And of my beard.
Good. He ain't say keep it going, it's cool because God love the sinner and hate the sin. I mean, hate the sin and love the sinner. That ain't what he said. That ain't what he said. I ain't hear that.
Verse 3. And when I heard this thing, I rent my garment and my mantle and plucked off the hair of my head and of my beard and sat down astounded.
Man.
Like,
what the hell is going on? Like, what the fuck? This be like when I be reading and teaching the Bible, just scriptures, going over scriptures with certain brothers. I'm like, you don't understand that?
Yeah.
Like, how is you turning this into everybody? Like, Christ just said he only came for Israel. He was only sent for Israel. Who sent Christ?
Right.
Like, who sent him? I didn't send him.
He sent himself.
Yeah, he sent himself. Yeah. That is some food. Like, come on, man. You just be sitting there like, what in the hell? Like, okay, brother. No sweat. Don't worry about it. You got it. You won. No problem.
Right with it. Right with it.
You got it. Let's get that 1 Kings 11. Now this is Solomon. This is the wisest king we ever had, right? Oh, let me say this too, Salaki. You dumb, stupid, fake Israelite groups who say Solomon lost the kingdom because he had multiple wives. You are stupid as all outdoors. That's not why Solomon lost the kingdom. Solomon lost the kingdom because he sinned, because he was sleeping with women of other nations, and it caused him to worship other gods. And we're about to read it right here.
That's right.
We're about to read it right here. Stop listening. It amazes me, man. You come out of Christianity to go into some fake Israelite group to still be deceived.
Just like Christian.
To still, you think you coming out of deception of Christianity, but you going into a fake Israelite group, you still being deceived. You still falling for lies. You have to come in here, man. This is the home. That's why we say we the home of the truth, man. We would have never said that King Solomon lost the kingdom because he slept with other women. They saying that because they pushing the agenda.
Yeah, right.
They pushing the goddamn agenda. And then they move another woman in to say that could be their concubine.
Yeah. It just helps. Yeah, you know what she helping with.
Like, this is
I don't understand.
It did give it to another brother. They over there destroying it. I don't understand this, man. I don't understand it. I do not understand it. It's like, let's get this, brother. You got that?
This is 1 Kings chapter 11, verse 1. But King Solomon.
The who?
But King Solomon.
His name one more time.
King Solomon.
So this is King Solomon we talking about. Go ahead.
Loved many strange women.
He did what?
Loved many strange women.
Many strange women. It didn't say he just had multiple women. It says strange women, meaning women of other nations. Go ahead.
Together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, the Ammonites, the Edomites, the Zebanites,
Zedanites. I believe I could have pronounced it wrong, trying to help you.
And Hittites.
So now it went into, and this is what I don't understand. They get tricked like that, and it's laying it out right here. It's showing you the women, the nations of the women that Solomon had. It's showing it to you, man.
I wonder, is it the word strange that they get mixed up? Because I don't get it. Even if they say strange, throughout the Bible, when they say strange, they mean it. So on from another.
But and even if they get confused with the word strange, it's still singularly name each nation out. You see what I'm saying? It's still singularly name each nation, man. Come out of them fake Israelite groups, man. You have to come in here to the home of the truth, man. They're gonna F you up, man. You're gonna leave worse than you was when you came in, and eventually you're gonna leave, unless you just into whatever they into. Unless you just into that, I guess. Whatever. But if you want the truth, you have to come in here.
Yeah, right.
It's the only place you're gonna get the truth, man. The Commander General Yohanan.
That's right.
Who never left the truth.
That's right.
Why would you go somewhere? You can't leave the truth and then go and say, I got the truth now.
That don't make sense.
You can't. How do you leave the truth and then go over here and say, "Now the truth is over here"? Don't make no sense. You left the truth. You're not in the truth no more. You left it. Once you leave the truth, you're not in the truth no more. You left it. Shalaki, go ahead.
Verse 2. Of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go into them.
You shall not do what?
Go into them.
Solomon was not supposed to, not that Solomon had multiple wives, but that his wives was of the nations. And the Lord said, don't do this. Is a sin against the Lord. This is why Solomon lost the kingdom.
That's right.
This is the reason right here. I'm bringing it out right now. Right now, you learning. Okay? Go ahead.
Neither shall thy come into you. For surely they would turn away your heart after their God.
After they what?
After their God.
You're going to be bowing down to a dumb, stupid rock. That was going to happen to you. You're going to be circling the rock 7 times or 8 times, however many goddamn times they do it, and kissing a goddamn rock. That's what you're going to be doing. Some foolishness. Sticking your head in some hole. Our people is silly, man. This is silliness, man.
Oh.
But when you are destroyed people and you don't have an identity, you don't have your customs, you don't, like, every nation got customs and things. You don't have your custom. All of this been stripped away from you. You just feeling around in the dark trying to find what's going on. But I would never go kiss no rock. Just me personally. That's an instant turn off for me. You got 7,000 people kissing the rock, and you want me to go over there and kiss it? No, I'm straight on that, man. It's rocks everywhere. It's a rock outside right now. I can't do it, man. That's not my thing. I did try the Islam thing, but I ain't never go kiss no rock. And wasn't going to. It wasn't going to. No. Learned about that. That didn't work out so well after that. No, I ain't gonna be able to do this part. What you mean we gotta do this? No, I'm good. So, like, go ahead.
God. Solomon played unto this in love.
He claved unto these things because what? He loved his wives. You got a wife or a husband, you love your wife or you love your husband. Whichever one, you love them. So when you love somebody, it's certain you're going to bend a little bit to them. You're going to bend to them because you got to understand something. When you get it, take our 1 year rule, for example, right? So we have a 1 year rule in the school, right? The 1 year rule is it takes for y'all to do what? To get to know each other. Because once, of course, everybody know the UPK, once you get with that woman, y'all together. That's it. I hate using the word stuck together, but that's what it is, really. You know what I mean? That just don't sound like, damn, we stuck together. I want to choke you every day. I can't, and we stuck. No, y'all not stuck, but y'all together permanent. Y'all permanently stuck together. So when you taking that time to get to know each other, y'all understand what it is that y'all getting into. So if you dealing with a woman from another nation, you seeing what she's into, whatever it is, however she worship her God, whatever it is, the dishes that she eat, the things that she do, her customs, her way of life. So when they say Solomon he was in love with these things, he knew what he was getting into before these things. He saw these things. He know what the Edomites do. He know what Egyptian women do. He understood that. And that's why the Lord says don't want us to deal with that. Because guess what? The Lord understands that too. It ain't like the Lord don't understand. That's why he said don't do it.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? That's the problem. It's like, go ahead.
Verse 3. And he had 700 wives.
Yeah, how many? Good night.
700 wives. Princesses. And 300 concubines.
Yeah, good night.
And his wives turned away his heart.
His wives did what?
Turned away his heart.
Them Edomites, Hezatites, all them ites and Moabites and all that turned away his heart from the Lord, because do you hear the numbers that he just said that we had? That's over 1,000 women. Your woman, let me tell you something. A woman, you are super duper powerful, because it ain't nothing more powerful than a woman and y'all in that bed at night and her femininity kick in and she start whispering in your ear. You have to be a strong brother. You got to be a strong brother, man. Not you land to some masculine woman. You just like whatever. But a feminine woman, and she's soft spoken. Oh my God. It's tough, man. You got to be a strong brother to endure that, because it's going to be a repeated thing. Like I said about the brother who she didn't want him to read the book. If she just would have, if she could have not said nothing and just kept saying, baby, don't worry about that stuff. If she was,
Yeah.
But of course, yeah. She dumb as all outdoors. But what the point is, when a woman uses her femininity on some brothers, man, even a wise, powerful man as Solomon, sooner or later it's going to take its toll on him. Sooner or later it's going to take its toll, because that's what it do. It just break you down over a period of time. Okay, so like, go ahead.
Verse 4. For it came to pass when Solomon was old.
When Solomon was what?
When Solomon was old.
And that's about the time when it happened, when you get older. It's about the time when it happened, man. Because, you're getting older. You like I always notice something. So the older people, they don't be giving a fuck. Yeah, they don't be caring, man. Other people do not care, man. You walk right past an old person in the grocery store, they flop right. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's easier to kind of do that and get a brother, even a brother's wise and powerful as Solomon in his old age, man. Because a young Solomon wouldn't have fell for it, but in his old age, that soft woman come next to you, man. You might be in trouble. You might be in trouble. You might want to have the guards keep her away.
Damn straight.
So like, you go ahead.
Start
back from the top.
This is 1 Kings chapter 11, verse 4. For it came to pass when Solomon was old that his wives turned away his heart after other gods. And his heart was not perfect with the Lord his God.
And his heart was not perfect with the Lord his God. He wasn't in sync with the Lord. He started losing that spirit of the Lord, which is that vibe. Start vibing with the women of other nations. We're going to read a little bit more, probably get one more verse in this, and then we're going to switch to something else. Go ahead.
As was the heart of David, his father. Verse 5. For Solomon went after
Ashur.
The goddess of the Donian.
We're going to touch on her. We're going to touch on her.
Milcom, the abomination of the Amorites.
So now that we just named, now he's naming just a couple of the gods that he was going after. Not one time in what we just read did we read that because Solomon had multiple wives. We did not read that not one time. It did, unless I missed it. I could have missed it now. I ain't perfect. You know what I mean? I could have missed it, but I don't think I did. All right. So even Solomon fell weak because of women of other nations, man. And stop telling people that Solomon lost the kingdom because he had multiple wives. That is a lie. All right. And whoever teach that is a teacher of lies. All right. From there, let's get Judges, the 3rd chapter. Judges, the 3rd chapter. I want to start. About to see where I want to start at right this second. Just start from one. Don't worry about it.
This is Judges, chapter 3, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now these are the nations which the Lord left to prove Israel by them.
Mm-hmm.
Even as many of Israel had not known all the wars of Canaan.
Now these are the nations again that the Lord left, but that's left, so that the Lord can do what? To tempt, to test the children of Israel. All right, that's what they left here to do. So again, I think we did a class about this not too long ago. A lot of people always wonder what these other nations, they're here to tempt and test the children of Israel, man. That's why they're here. All right. We got to be strong in this. It would be such an easy task if we would just program robots, but we not. All right. We got to have. You have to have a will to want to serve the Lord.
Yeah, all right.
That's what it takes. It takes your will to want to serve the Lord. The Lord wants you to want to serve him. And he don't mind unaliving you if you don't.
That's right.
So be very clear about that. He does not mind it at all. All right. Go ahead.
Wakan. This is verse 2. Only that the generations of the children of Israel might know, to teach them war, at the least such as before knew nothing thereof.
Knew nothing there of the war. Why? Because we had to fight. That's why I say the wars of Canaan. We had to clear that land out to take that land. That's what Joshua led us into. So now we was at a peaceful time. So it was peace. So now you got another generation of kids. They don't understand nothing about fighting and battling and things of that nature. All right. Go ahead.
Wakan, verse 3. Namely, 5 lords of the Philistines and all the Canaanites and the Sidonians and the Hivites that dealt in Mount Lebanon, from the Mount by Hermon, onto the entering in the Hammon.
So now we know all the nations that was around them, man. These are the nations that the nations that the Lord didn't utterly destroy. These are the nations that's still around. Go ahead.
Wakan, verse 4. And they were to prove Israel by them, to know whether they would hearken unto the commandments of the Lord, which he commanded their fathers by the hand of Moses.
And again, we just went over that where we said what? They was there to make sure that they would be able to tempt them, to see if they would listen to them or would they follow the Lord. Just to see. Now remember, those curses that we read, they got that right now. The Lord like, okay, let me see if they're going to play. What they say nowadays, play with my name.
Yeah.
let me see if they're going to play with my, is they going to put some respect on, they're going to put some respect on my name or not. Okay, we're about to see. Okay, go ahead.
Wakan, verse 5. And the children of Israel dealt among the Canaanites, the Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites.
So, it's like, go ahead and say that last one.
and the Jebusites.
So these are the people that we dwelling among, which really we shouldn't be among these people. Because remember, they was off in the mountains. That's what we just read up there. So we shouldn't have really been around them. Because why? One, the Lord did not want that. That was our first mistake, even being around. We supposed to be separate from these other nations. So we made a terrible mistake by even being around them. Now, if we deal with them as far as like business or trade, you know, things of that nature, that's one thing. But to just be hanging out, we coming through and we just hanging out and chilling. Nah, that ain't what the Lord wants, man. And he never wanted that. Because again, you know he don't want it because he would have made it like that in the beginning. They act like God got to change his mind.
Yeah.
Like he needed, like, oh yeah, you know what? Let me change my mind about that. No, the Lord is perfection. He's perfection. He doesn't need to change anything. Once he make it, that's it. That's the way it is. There ain't no change.
That's crazy because that's what the Christian churches preach, basically, like that the Lord changed his mind when Christ gave his life. He changed his mind all of a sudden. Now he love everybody.
Yeah,
you know, and that's so far from the truth.
And what's crazy though, just to sidebar on that, every prophet that talk about the coming of Christ, nobody says he's coming for everybody. It all say that he only coming for Israel. Then all of a sudden, when he get here, now he for everybody.
Yeah.
Don't work like that. Like, what in the hell are you even talking about? Slaki, go ahead.
Verse 6. And they took their daughters to be their wives.
And they did what?
Took their daughters to be their wives.
They made they made two terrible mistakes. First, they start dealing with them people in a manner in which they should not have, and then they start touching their women. And that is the start of the downfall of every nation of people, man.
That's right.
That's the start of the downfall of your nation. Any nation, man. When you start taking on and start lusting after the women of another nation, the leaders of that other nation start looking at that's their end. It happen all the time right now. It's called getting back doors. They send a woman in there and then, you know what I mean? They do it right now. This just happened on a larger scale than that. You understand? This is disobeying the Lord, man, is an awful thing to do. It's an awful thing to do. And disobeying the Lord is what brought our nation down. Go ahead.
And gave their daughters to their sons, and served their gods. Verse 7. And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord.
They did what?
Evil in the sight of the Lord.
And the evil that they did was, one, messing with the women of the other nations, and then two, guess what that leads to? We said it 10 times tonight. It leads to following their God. It ain't no, don't ever think that you just that dude where you could just say, well, I'm strong enough to not do it. No, the Lord said you gonna do it. And we ain't read we read Solomon, the most powerful king we've ever had, man. The wisest, the wisdom of Solomon is unmatched. And it happened to him. Don't think it can't happen to you, man. You got to really be on point. That's why I feel bad for brothers who learn about the truth and did come in the truth and they already married some heathen.
Yeah.
I feel bad for those brothers, man.
It's a battle.
Because it's a constant battle. Yeah. But brother, let me tell you something. I'm going to hip you to something right quick. Keep doing it because she going to leave. And you going to say, good God, they ain't going to raise. She going to leave. I'm telling you, she going to leave. Now, it's your rib. So you can't be at the house talking about you white devil. You can't do her like that. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. That's your rib. Don't treat it like that.
Wow.
But she can't come to Passover. She can't do that. She can't come to class. No. But you can't be at beating your rib up like that. You can't do that. Don't do that. Because you don't have to do it. You can stay in your righteousness and doing the right thing. And just by you doing this, she is going to leave you. I guarantee you. If you stay focused and stay stern and doing the things you're supposed to do, she gonna leave you. Don't you worry about it, because she's not gonna be able to take it.
No.
She's not gonna be able to take it at all. We got some more on that?
Khan.
Okay, Khan, go ahead.
And forgot the Lord their God.
And did what?
Forgot the Lord their God.
That's what they do, man. They forget the Lord their God, and that is the problem. Go ahead.
Khan. And serve Balaam and the groves.
And serve other gods, man. And serve other gods. Some of you brothers is just weak, man. It don't even take 15 minutes and you be done turned on the Lord for some box. Get around your brothers, man, to strengthen yourself up, man. You got anything else to talk about? I'm gonna close this class on out, bro. So yeah, it's about time to close out. So I'm gonna go ahead and close. Yep, and with that being said, man, the water to y'all for tuning in, man. We appreciate it. Pay your tithes. We got the Passover coming up. Make sure y'all pay y'all Passover fee, man. Show up to the Passover, man. We're gonna have a great time. The Passover don't ever fail, man. It don't ever disappoint, man. It's just a one big fest of brotherhood, man. It's one big fest of brotherhood, man. I'm telling you, it's a great thing, man. Make sure y'all come up there, man, and make sure y'all pay y'all tithes, man. We're gonna push this truth, man, and push harder. Everybody that's pushing, always remind yourself to push a little bit harder, man.
That's right.
And with that, shalom.